What is up, everybody? Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you guys are. Jazz Royce here, guys, and we are back with a new series. You see it is called Jazzed Up. I hope everybody's doing good right now, man. This time we're going to kick this AMA series off with none other than the EXOTIX token team, man. Now, this project's been doing great. I can tell you firsthand, I've been holding it for a couple weeks now, and it has not dropped negative for me so far. In a sea full of red, they've been going green, baby. So I hope you guys are ready for this, man. It's going to be a great show, all right? It's not going to be a typical AMA. We're going to get to know these guys, what they are like behind the scenes and what you guys don't see, because we only see things from the investor's perspective. So we're going to be seeing it both on the devs angle of things and from our side of things and bridge that together. So without further ado, guys, we're going to start rolling in the guys right here. Rob, and we got Kyle in the building. Let's go. What up, guys?
What's going on, Jazz? Thanks for having us, man.
Thanks for being here, man. Real quick, we're going to go through the comments. M35 here. What's up with you, man? Christine in the building. What is up? I see you, Brian. Thanks for tuning in. Damien, what's up?
I'm just sending out some links right now, so.
Yeah, let me do the same thing. Hold on. Let me just make sure our whole team is here. And our whole community.
Let's get it. Matter of fact, I'm going to add you right now into the title too, Kyle, so they know. Let me get it. And for those that don't know, we also got Bert on his way too.
Sweet.
Stopping by, joining with the gang as well. We're going to have a great episode, man. A great start for the afternoon for everybody's day. Let me make sure I get this right with the title. Make sure it changes. Okay. I think we're good. Let's see. Dang, why is it taking so long to save for me? Okay, computer, you're making me look bad. Let's see. We got your boy Q representing EXOTIX. That's what's up. Sam, man,
I put it out in JC and Serenity too, Kyle. So
solid stuff. I'm trying to change the title and put Kyle's name in. It's telling me there's an error. I don't know why is this thing being so negative right now?
Wait, what's giving you an error?
I'm trying to update the title and add your @name in it, and it keeps saying there's an error trying to save it.
It's okay. Don't worry about it, man.
All right, man. So, fellas, we are here, man. I know you guys have been working hard behind the scenes. How are you guys doing so far?
We're doing awesome, man. We have a lot of big things in the works. We've been working really hard behind the scenes on, our NDA stuff and partnerships and also the NFT production. So things have been going phenomenal. And you can see our price and our floor is amazing right now.
It's been holy. Matter of fact, I'm going to pull that bad boy up since you mentioned it. Let's get this open here. Boom.
And yeah, we've really reached a nice new level of support here. So, and it's at the perfect level for that next run. So I'm really happy about it.
Yeah, man. I mean, I've been watching and I'm like, dude, this is incredible. It's been holding the entire way through.
I mean, I'm telling you right now, like, again, I've been in a lot of projects and our wallet distribution, if you look at that compared to where our floor is at, our average investor being, that $500, $600, $700 holder. And we're, we've already push towards the 10 million market cap with that. So that really gives a solid floor of holders that are going to be here for the long haul.
Man, and I've been seeing it just holding up great. I'm trying to get this chart pulled up because literally I will show people, especially that run up that we had this past week, because we were sitting in consolidation for a little bit. And then out of nowhere, it just skyrocketing, almost touching the all-time highs this past week. You guys know what might have caused that?
That's just networking and busting our butts, man. I've been in, we've all been just spreading the gospel, and our community too are awesome. I mean, I don't know if you just saw, but EXOTIX just blew a poll out with some pretty heavy hitters in it.
I saw Saitama was in there, and you guys are neck and neck with Saitama on that poll.
Like, we're winning now. Saitama and Shinja are in there. We're winning it now, so I'm happy. Man, it speaks volumes about what we're doing, and that's the other thing too about. I'll touch on, our cross marketing and what I talk about a lot. You know, we're not afraid or threatened by other projects that are good projects. We want to work with them. We want to all come together and form this coalition that that will basically weed out all the bad. So any project, the only projects that are really threatened of other projects are projects in my mind that have nothing to offer. And
Correct.
I'm not saying like that's anyone that I've mentioned here at all, because you know I am also I'll be totally transparent. I'm a holder in Saitama. I'm a holder in Shinja. Love them both. But like the infighting's got to stop. People, just good projects have to come together and realize that, you know, if you really have a good project, people aren't going to want to come into EXOTIX and then leave EXOTIX for JC. Just like people aren't going to want to come into JC and leave all their JC bag for EXOTIX, because you're not going to pull out if your project is worth its weight. People, you can't be afraid of people pulling out. It's just not going to happen. They're going to want to grow with you.
Just keeping a realistic attitude as you're watching your chart grow.
Yeah, and everyone should be diversifying. Everyone should diversify in this thing. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. I wouldn't, you know, don't even put all your eggs in EXOTIX. It's just it doesn't make sense for the future.
Yeah, man, and I like that. That's what sets you guys apart with that idea alone. That instead of putting yourselves in competition with other people, so to speak, you guys are actually trying to join forces and bring everybody as one, because you know there's a lot more power in unity versus division.
Yeah, it's just like the politics of the real world today and stuff. You know, I'm not getting into any of that, but
yeah,
you know, divisive politics are never a good thing. No matter what, if people can't come together at the end of the day, it's not gonna serve anyone.
Exactly. It's gonna be on. If you got someone repping this coin on this side, and then this coin on that side, and then that coin on that side, there's only so much each coin could grow, unless, like you said, they're diversifying and they're showing love in all directions.
Yeah, and what we've been doing, Jazz, is really trying to, you know, find the good communities out there like Serenity, Yeti, JC, you know, all these other tokens that, you know, have docs devs and are doing good things in the space, because like Rob was saying, you know, we are also looking for good investment ourselves. We're investors, just like everyone else who's invested in EXOTIX. So with that said, you know, we really want to emphasize that we're not here for drama. You know, we're here for lifting other people up with us and seeing them succeed and seeing us succeed. You know, you always get more power in numbers, and when people are banded together instead of fighting at each other's necks.
And that's a great philosophy to have. I believe if more projects came out the woodworks thinking like how you guys are thinking, this entire space would be at a different level. I think the average market cap for a token would be on a way higher scale, because you guys just nailed it.
So I was asked this the other day. I was told, I got some messages in my DMs from this guy who was saying, you know, hey, you know, why are you guys coming out with this new token? Why are all the, you know, there's so many new tokens coming to this space, in a space that's already oversaturated, and you know, we should just be focusing on the projects that are out here now. And my response to him was, well, yeah, you're right. There's an oversaturation. There's an oversaturation of the same old shit. That's what it is. There's an undersaturation of actual legitimate projects in this space right now. So yes, he is 150% correct in his statement. He's just not thinking about it, you know, from the right perspective. So what's going to happen, you know, like, you know, I've talked to you a lot privately too, Jazz, and I know you know where I stand. And you know, a lot of the shit coins are just they're not going to be able to hold up, because the space is changing. The good projects will take over. That's just what'll happen. Eventually this crap won't even you won't even be able to try it. It's not going to exist anymore.
Yeah, I feel like everything right now is in a current trend, and we don't know where the trend's going to go. But like you said, with those type of coins that are coming out, kind of repeating the same utility, so to speak, you know, what I tell people is that could be a quick money grab if you get in on it quick on launch.
Sure.
But in terms of longevity wise, is probably not something you want to leave your coins in for too long, because once that thing goes down, who knows when it's coming back? You know, I always use Mononoke as an example for me personally. So it's right what you said.
Yeah, and it's just like I've said, you know, everyone's doing They're just doing the same thing, and then the big money is just right here what or Christopher Ortiz just said. You know, it's everyone's just doing the same thing and calling it some revolutionary utility, but all the money that's circulating is thinking is, okay, this one's gotten to 2 zeros or 3 zeros now. I'm selling out of this and I'm going to the next one that's doing the same damn thing and has 2 zeros or 3 zeros to clear. And then I'm just going to do the same thing after that. So what's going to happen with DeFi, the future of finance? I'm 1,000,000% positive about this. Is you're going to see DeFi start to turn into, you're going to have an actual legitimate company that is somehow involved in a real world industry or has some form of utility or use case to offer to the real world. And those are the projects that are going to last 5, 6, 7, 8, up to 10, 10 plus years. Kyle and I want EXOTIX to outgrow us. I want to retire from EXOTIX, and so does Kyle, and we pass the torch on to the next guys that are that's
and just to be clear, about that, it's not that we want to retire, it's that we want to take this so big to where we're basically given offers by people in the real world to buy us out and take this to the next level.
So you have a real company mindset behind EXOTIX.
Oh God. And I'm not saying like retire in the next I'm in this for, I'm saying like I'll be 60 and I might retire from this. You know what I mean? Like this is a passion of everyone's on this team. We love this so much, and it's so exciting. Like the stuff that I've been dealing with, this partnership in the background, and Kyle and everybody. I mean, man, it's going to be awesome, because what's going to happen is EXOTIX is I might sound biased because I'm a developer. But I'm going to say right now, EXOTIX is bar none the most undervalued token in all of crypto. 1,000,000%.
I can't argue with that, because your community is already so strong. And for those that don't realize, EXOTIX has been out for not even a full 2 months yet. And just look at the chart. Look at the lifetime chart right there. This is beautiful. For those that were in the previous streams when I first brought up EXOTIX, if you would have bought during this middle part of consolidation, I'll move my mouse right over here, you're up. And now this is the new swing of consolidation right over here. We know a breakout is imminent.
Look back to our first AMA with Bert, which was like, I don't know, it was
like the
just a couple days after we launched, honestly.
Yeah, it was. I think it was like the 16th or the 17th or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I think we were right around like
right around
2 million market cap or something, maybe, if I remember right. Maybe.
Oh yeah, we were at like 8 or 9, like a zero before we're at now.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've made significant gains since then.
And now on your way to break an additional zero from that. Yeah, man, this is good stuff.
It's coming.
Right here.
It's coming. It's coming. Wait,
so look at that chart right now. That's the biggest cup and handle I've ever seen in the chart of my life.
It's so in plain sight right in front of us. Like, you cannot miss that. You cannot miss that.
Yeah.
So now I want to dive a little deeper, man. I want to know what got both you, Rob, and Kyle into wanting to take the crypto route to the next level by creating your own project. What inspired that?
So I'll start. I came up with the idea for EXOTIX over the summer. I was turning around a bud in my hand and was like, into NFTs and thinking, how cool would it be to have a 3D interactive NFT of a strain-specific bud on the blockchain? So I, started really brainstorming and working hard to get together the right team and the right people and figure out how to do this. And with that said, I'd been involved with Rob in the crypto community as an investor, and involved in crypto pretty much full time, just as a hobby. And with that said, Rob and I really clicked, and he's been side by side with me in forefronting this entire project. So with that said, I'll let Rob give his side of the story.
And then he's not here with us today, and he's kind of the quieter of the two of us, but we got Nick, our kick-ass brand manager.
Creative director.
Sorry, I always say that. He likes creative director. If Nick, if you rewatch this, creative director, I'm gonna
Creative director,
put a
yeah.
little sticky note on my laptop screen here that's gonna say
Creative
Nick,
director,
creative
right
director.
there.
I'll never make the mistake again.
Yeah.
so so yeah, he's I mean, man, that guy, he's like the silent assassin. I think of him as. He's always kind of there lurking. He doesn't really say much, but man, that guy's killer. As far as your question though, Jazzy, yeah, it's just I was just, I mean, I guess Kyle pretty much summed it up. I don't really know what more to say. My passion is really just I wanted to make sure that I was with a good team of people, that I could
Definitely.
bring what I bring to the table, and that I could be on a project that I know is for the people. That you can go to sleep at night and wake up and know that your money's not going to be in the toilet, that we're not running away with it, and that's what I want to do. Because also as an investor, I've been in projects. I can honestly say I've never been rugged. I've always gotten out with some profit. But when the
Nice.
red flags start flying, I listen to my gut on that. You know what I mean? So
That's
um,
important stuff right there.
with that said, I've now seen where some of those projects have gone, and it ticks me off. It really ticks me off.
Yeah,
So
it's
I wanted to
wild.
be in a project that I knew was solid, was above bar the whole way through, and is here to do real shit.
And you're bringing something fresh into the game as well, like those 3D interactive NFTs. I still haven't seen anything on par with that yet that someone's working on, aside from a typical, like you said, play to earn game. We got a swap coming out, and it kind of tic tacs around that same sphere. You know what I mean? So I like that you guys
Yeah,
are coming in
so
with something
I'll
fresh.
I'll just explain. The NFTs are kind of the tip of the iceberg. The NFTs are the first thing that open the door to being able to do all the other things we want to do, and that's because the NFTs will be involved in many of the things we're doing, like grow to earn. Connecting them to physical products, the cannabis industry marketing services, where we're basically going to be marketing our digital files in the cannabis industry, that in dispensaries and other places. So we have a lot going on surrounding the NFTs. So like the NFTs come and then everything else bridges out of it.
So the NFT is kind of like okay, this is gonna be like you said, the tip of the iceberg. So this is gonna bring the people in, and then when we got enough people, now it's time to hit them with the real stuff that we got in store.
Yep.
Correct. And holding
Nice.
the NFTs will also bring benefits. That you'll be able to get access to real life events and other things like that with the NFT. So you'll have special use cases for your NFT, that aren't any of the things that I just talked about.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I really want people to think about, when you think about EXOTIX, okay? EXOTIX is, we're obviously at the forefront a cannabis crypto company.
Yes.
And we're going to be heavily involved in the cannabis industry. Now, the branding of EXOTIX is a very intentional thing, because EXOTIX isn't just cannabis going down in the future. The brand of EXOTIX was picked because we're basically going to be able to retool every single thing that we do for the cannabis industry to anything we want to touch. So people really need to understand, like, when you're investing in EXOTIX, you're not just investing in what people might be thinking is a pot company. I'll just, because that's what people think, like, oh, it's just cannabis, it's just weed, it's just pot. That's just simply not the case. That's why I say, our long-term value and our long-term growth, especially with the people behind the scenes that we can't like mention the NDAs yet, that these connections that we have, the one thing that I can say is, you don't get billionaires interested in your project. It just doesn't happen unless they see the actual value of it.
Absolutely.
They have a million. They have a billion other things they could put their time and energy into, right?
Exactly.
I mean, these people are some of the top 1%ers that know they can have their hands in anything they want. So for me and Kyle, as people involved with EXOTIX and on the dev team here, it's like, man, I feel humbled every day just to like think that these people are actually working with us. I'm blown away. I think say pinch me every day. So
that means that your use case is really something worthwhile for people on that type of caliber to say, you know what, this is not only worth just taking the time to research, but actually taking the time to be a part of. That's a big deal. Yeah. It's a really big deal.
Yeah, and I'll say one thing. So, Willie Landers is a real good friend of mine. He's involved in the project with us. I can talk about him. I've taken a picture with him and put it on my Twitter and stuff. That doesn't really do anything towards the NDA for the partnership because you still don't know who we're partnered with because it's not directly him.
You gotta be curious, man.
But you know, this guy's been doing stuff with EXOTIX. Kyle and I haven't paid this man a dime. We have not given this man a single dime. This is how much these people believe in what we're offering and what we've talked about. It's absolute insanity to me.
Wow. And you guys are, like I said, not even 2 months old yet and already bridging these deals. I cannot wait personally until the NDA allows you to reveal who is actually on board with EXOTIX, because I know the buys that will be coming in from that point, it's going to be
yeah, and what this NDA will do is it's really going to solidify our credibility in the space. No one's going to be able to deny who we are, because this NDA, when this is over, guys, this will put us into the physical world. We will be out there with this NDA. It will you will see us.
A whole different caliber, man.
I don't know what project that's even a couple years old can say that, like, holy crap, I walked into this place and I see EXOTIX, or I see, you know, this crypto company in the real world. Where do you walk in and see that right now?
And that's what it's about. And it's like you said, going back to what you said, is so much people get so caught up in the euphoria of just chasing that quick all-time high, chasing that next quick buck, the next quick big blowing thing on Twitter. They forget about the whole point of crypto is to have some type of real world use case to make it actually last, to make your money last. It's almost like a stock that you're investing into, just in a more quicker digital form, so to speak. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And this is where the future of finance is going. That's why I say that. That's why I say DeFi will become more like the stock market in a sense, where real true companies are coming, and people can invest in them.
100%. 100%. And so now that we're going into the charts now and seeing that you got your use case, where do you guys see, for the audience out there, I always do this to the audience, where do you guys see this chart possibly hitting, like in, let's say, 6 months time?
Oh man, 6 months?
Yeah, like right now we're at a $6.5 million market cap, holding steady. What do you guys see? Because you guys know better than any of us do what you guys got in store. So just a little speculation. Obviously, we know it's just predictions. It's never accurate 100%, but where you guys kind of see this going?
So, you know, for me, I see it absolutely exploding, and I'll tell you why. Where we are right now is we are at basically our floor, if you see where we're holding. With the price of Ethereum going up, it's pumped our chart, you know, because the price of Ethereum directly dictates the price of ERC20 tokens, because what DEX Tools does is it calculates the USD value based on Ethereum. And you know, what we're doing with our partnerships is we are basically putting a massive focus on education. So bringing in people from the cannabis industry who don't know about crypto and educating them on how to buy our token. So with that said, you know, when that marketing picks up, the chart will explode, because you'll be getting new money into this that isn't, you know, Saitama money or Shinja money or any of the other tokens that are putting it in our coin, looking for a quick 2 or 3x and then pulling out to go back to their other, you know, their other big coin.
This will be like a big investment.
Yeah, and I see it going, you know, way, way, way higher than we are now, especially when we announce, you know, who we're partnering with and what, you know, what it looks like in the real world.
Wow, man. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, even just a 10x from here, it still wouldn't even put us at $100 million market cap yet, which is beautiful to think about. Man, the growth just in these last couple of days has already been nice. I'm like, oh man, I like how my exotics wall is looking right now. It's holding
Yep.
good.
So we like to hear. We're here for the longevity. And looking at the chart now, I don't even check the chart daily. I don't care. I know that people will buy and sell and buy and sell, and our value is long term. Our value isn't in the next couple of weeks. We don't need to ride the hype of these other meme coins. We're in our own lane completely.
Yeah,
Yep.
100% respect, man. 100% respect on that, because like I tell people, man, I'm vouching right here for this, because I can tell you firsthand, my money has not took no type of nosedive or nothing like that holding exotics these last couple of weeks. So I'm impressed with you guys, man. You guys really figured out the formula to maintain something in a long-term direction. I give you guys props, man. It's not easy to figure out. So here we are, the website, the almighty website. Now, for those that have not seen this preview yet, guys, I highly suggest you watch it on their website. We played it on Bird's show that other night when we were all on there, of the strain that they got coming out. So we're going to break down the website, guys. If you guys want to explain about it, anyone that has questions, feel free to drop it in the chat. We're going to go get into the nitty gritty. Okay, so first off, with exotics, we already covered the interactive NFTs and how that's the tip of the iceberg. Now I want to get more into what you mean right here with the virtual reality NFT marketplace and the development in AR, VR, and metaverse spaces. So can you guys explain that more?
Yeah, so the virtual dispensary that we're working on is going to be developed by a company called Simply Augmented, and that company does virtual galleries for some of the top companies in the world: Target, REI, you name it. And what the virtual gallery basically is a web-based website that you go to, and you can click through it like you're basically exploring a digital environment. And you'll be able to connect your wallet to the platform, and you'll be able to either buy the NFTs on the platform, or you'll be redirected to OpenSea to go buy them on there. But what the experience is basically going through a digital dispensary in your browser and being able to buy the NFTs in that environment.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Okay. Says, yo, you guys are really thinking.
And what people also need to understand about that is that the digital dispensary, again, without saying long-term future plans here, once we have that developed and ready to go, basically that can be used for anything that we want it to be used for. Above and beyond cannabis, above and beyond anything. That marketplace can be used as a marketplace for really anything that we term as exotics, or anything we partner with in the future that's that we want to bring under the exotics umbrella. So it's really going to be a lot more than people even think right now.
Yeah,
we'll have our. Want to touch on the merch there, Kyle? Did you want to touch on merch?
You can touch on it if you want, Rob. I don't want to say too much.
That's something that you guys do most of the talk. I'm trying to.
So all I'll say on the merch is our merch will be in our digital dispensary, and we're going to be doing it a totally different way than other projects do their merch for acquiring it. So it's gonna be awesome.
Oh man, okay. So guys, peep the NFTs, all right? Peep the quality of this thing right here, man. This ain't I just scrapped this together on some little Adobe Illustrator, put it up, and now I'm putting like a bunch of ink on OpenSea so someone could buy it. You know what I mean? This is something that you guys actually took the time to. I forgot what it was called. What's it called? Photorealism? Is that what it is?
Well, the process is called photogrammetry.
Okay. Oh man, you want to break down just a little bit for the people on how you pull that off, so they can see exactly how you put this stuff together.
Yeah. So basically, it requires 3 or 4 different people. And the way that this goes is that we have to source the flower and get it to our photographer. So the flower, as of right now, is being sourced, mainly from the East Coast, but we're working on our West Coast sourcing and having our photographer come out here next. Now, what happens is basically he uses a standalone setup that holds the nug to where he can capture it with 300 different images from different vantage points and basically scan the nug into photos.
Like this,
now, pretty much, but they're all specifically taken photos from, very specific vantage points around that make it to where you can compile those vantage points into a 3D mesh and then map it over a 3D model.
And T-Mac, it's simply augmented.
Ooh, simply augmented. So that's the AR, guys. Oh my gosh.
It's AR and VR. So they do, augmented reality, which is being able to see your NFT in your environment through your phone camera. And then they do virtual reality, which is, clicking through and being able to be in a different environment that you're not in right now.
So to break it down for those that aren't too familiar with that, when you set it in your phone camera, it's kind of like, let's say I have my phone out, right? And I'm pointing it like in a direction. It's going to show the NFT in any direction, like within my room or something that I place it in.
It's like Pokemon Go, if you've ever played that.
Yep, where the Pokemon's just right there sitting in a room, and wherever you move your camera to, it's following with you.
Correct.
And like I've said before, you can't just screenshot our NFTs and then have our NFTs, man, because it's an entire experience. It's an entirely 3D interactive deal.
Yeah, and you guys are here to set the bar for it. That explains why the chart's been holding up so good, man. I mean, and this is just the start.
And it's not just flower. It's not just any of that. When it's gonna be, I'm personally like, I am super excited to get in these agreements with these not just one of a kinders, but these glass artists. I can't wait to see those. I think those are going to be absolutely killer. People are going to love seeing artists' glass work put into the digital world with the quality that we can really give their work justice. I mean, it's going to look phenomenal.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited to see what you guys got. I mean, if that was just your preview, just to keep the investors calm, I don't want to know what you guys are going to do when you actually hit the switch and amp this up full force. Right? I don't even think I'm ready for that. Much it for everybody else. And so now we're on the weed paper. For those that don't know, it's the weed paper, guys. This is their revamped white paper on EXOTIX, guys. Notice how ironically the theme of it matches the whole theme of the stream too. I like what you guys did with that purple. Yes, sir. And so here we are, the tokenomics. So my favorite part, tokenomics, we got a total supply of, if I remember off the top of my head, 1 quadrillion, right?
Correct.
Yep.
All right. So we got 3% for reflections, 3% for marketing, 3% for staff, 3% for the development expenses. So this lets me know already that I like how you guys have it evenly split, because I know that what you guys are doing, that's going to require a good budget. And the fact that you guys are willing to put that budget into this project at such a young phase, that alone lets me rest assured that, okay, these guys are serious. Okay, like there's no doubt that, okay, these guys, they're not playing around. I can leave my money in this and I can feel good about it. And that's what I am doing. You know what I mean?
Heck
and
yeah.
The fact that you guys have it at a 1 quadrillion supply, my favorite thing with that, and I always go back to the Shiba example, is that we see how much a coin can grow with just having a 1 quad supply, how much zeros it actually could take down. Right now we're sitting at about 8 zeros. So
and Jazz, we already have a smaller circulating supply than SHIB does. So
oh wow. So on top of it, so you guys already have burnt away majority of the supply. That means more than half of the supply.
Nope,
to be
not burnt.
Or you locked away more than half the supply, like took it out.
Yes. Yep. Because we're going to need that for future growth. Yes.
Smart. Smart. So that means the growth potential is even quicker now with this thing. Because I'm looking right here. We just killed 2 zeros. 100x. We'll be sitting at 6 zeros. And with a market cap of about like $640 million. So we still aren't even at $1 billion market cap yet on a long-term project like this. And that will already put us at the 6 zeros range. So guys, those that know what they're thinking with the tokenomics, a breakdown like that, that's phenomenal. That's phenomenal because we saw Shiba without having its use case. Now Shiba got its use case and everything. But before all of that, just off a straight hype, we saw it go from about 8 to 7 zeros upwards to like 5 to 4 zeros. So now imagine a project like this that actually has long-term use case. The devs are right in front of your face. You know, there's no characters behind them or nothing like that. That's them right there in cold blood. Imagine where this could go. I'm looking 12 months from now. I'm looking towards the holidays time going into the new year 2023. Where could we be sitting at, guys? Like, the growth is there.
I'm gonna say right now, just because of the stuff that I know we have going on behind the scenes, EXOTIX as a real world company, and what we're gonna be doing in the real world, we're gonna be a multi-billion-dollar company. Not financial advice, but we're gonna be a multi-billion-dollar company in the real world. Guys. Physical value. It is. I have no reason not to believe it. We're putting in too much work. We've got too many people. We've got too many people in on this with us that, just they're not people that fail at life. So, it's just like I said, man, I wake up every day and I got to pinch myself because
like this is reality.
I'm just some small town man. I'm just some small town kid from up north Michigan here. Like, it's crazy, but this goes to show, you put in the hard work and you do what you got to do, and good things happen.
Wow, man. I mean, that must feel like I would feel mind blown knowing that like you're pretty much like, from how I see your community, you're like you guys are like celebrities in this upcoming new era of altcoins in the crypto space. That's how I look at it, man, because I saw Crypto Deb talking about EXOTIX token. I said, oh, these guys made it.
Yeah, Crypto Deb's awesome,
man. Let me see. I'm catching up on the comments real quick.
Yeah, man. We've had some good AMAs. We got Jonathan P. Torres working on this with us and Anime now and stuff. They're big guys from the Saitama side of things, and they've come on board with us to kind of help out and work and just form a relationship with us, because again, they're two guys too that are doing, they're out there doing the Unity thing as well. They're really trying to bring and help usher in a new space in DeFi. So anyone truly wanting to do that, EXOTIX is going to be involved with you.
Man, and I love that you circle back to that, because at the end of the day, that's what it comes to. For those wondering, how did their community grow so big? How is their Telegram popping so much that I fall behind every time I try to go in there and catch up with everything? It's because these guys, instead of coming against the competition, like, oh, we're going to take this down, we're going to take them down, they're like, you know what? They're looking at competition as allies to help further not only their own progression, but the progression of the crypto space in general, the new emerging DeFi space. So what goes around comes around. You guys are putting in great effort. You guys are spreading the right type of positivity. I saw you guys even working with Serenity when Serenity came out on their launch, and that was a successful launch after you guys linked with them. And I'm just like, man, like this is what we need. You guys are a breath of fresh air into the space, and I'm glad to be hosting this with you guys.
Yeah, man. Hey, Jazz, we have a request from Mike G. Can you refresh the chart? We had a buy come in.
I did refresh. I don't know if my computer is behind on it, but I'm gonna go scroll down.
You might have to change the hour mark, like put it to like 5 minutes or something.
You're right, because I'm so focused on the on the long term. Let's pull that up though. Let's see. We'll put it on 15, and then we'll scroll down here. Let's look. Okay, yeah, we had some buys coming in. Looking at, we got a buy right here, 0.38 ETH coming in. But look at it, guys. Look at the 15-minute, guys. Look at how perfectly it's holding sideways. This is literally what it was doing before this run-up that we had. We scrolled back a little bit. It was literally, let me see. It was literally holding that sideways moment. Let me try to go to the 1 hour. Show them because I remember we had this conversation before that happened.
Yeah, we did, man.
We were having this. I'm like, look, it's going
I think I swung by one of your late nighters.
Yeah, one of my late nights.
And it was right before all this happened. And
it was sitting right here going sideways. Then boom, here goes the first run up. And here we go again with the pattern, holding sideways. Notice the support is gradually getting higher. Each time it takes a dip, it's a higher dip than before. Guys, this is a breakout waiting to happen. Like, I thought this was a break. This was a significant difference in my wallet. Imagine an actual breakout, like a big one. Man, it's to the top from here. Oh, hold up now. Hold up. Party just got started, man. That man, folks, give it up for Mr. Burt himself.
Mr. Burt.
What's going on, guys?
What's up, Burt? How you doing, man?
Daddy,
man,
Mr. Burt,
good.
Mr. Burt, the daddy's in the house.
Daddy, guys.
What's up, everybody? What's going on, Kyle? What's going on,
What
Rob?
up,
What's up,
Burt?
Jazz? What's
Great to
up,
see you,
everybody
man.
in the chat? How you guys
Good to
doing?
see
Man,
you,
hey,
man.
Jazz, I apologize, man. I apologize to everybody. I should have been here. So
Don't
my
worry,
time
man.
zone. You see, you said 11. You said 12, right?
I'm sorry. You know what?
In my mind, I'm thinking
you're
12
1
my
hour
time.
behind. So you're probably looking at
Yeah.
your time like, yeah, I'm gonna wait till it's because for you it's 11:47 right now, right?
Yeah.
That's why I knew I made a mistake. I'm like, I probably should have told him Eastern Standard Time. Damn.
Yes. Usually
That's
I
my
can't.
fault, man.
Usually
my
I
fault. I'm
catch it,
sorry.
man. Usually I catch it, but I had so many phone calls, so many things. Today's been one of the busiest days I've had. It's good things, but geez. So
Been crazy,
I'm happy to
man.
be here, man. I'm happy to be here, man. I'm
We're
happy
glad
to
to
be in
have you
this
here,
space.
bro. We were just breaking it down with EXOTIX, looking at the
EXOTIX
forecast of their chart.
EXOTIC's been going down, man.
Been going crazy, and we were just talking about how the last week we were just touching on EXOTIX on one of my late streams, and we were just sitting here cooling in consolidation. I'm like, guys, a breakout's gonna come soon, guys. Look at the chart. A breakout's gonna come soon, and then boom, the following week,
right? Yeah.
And here we are consolidating once more in the exact same pattern that we saw here. So, man, it's just, guys, we just putting you guys on, man. It's just, the gem is here.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
Not financial advice, but it's about what you guys want to do. You see the pattern, you see the opportunity, and man, I'm just waiting for it, man. I know it's gonna explode. And I'm just trying to make sure that people here don't miss out on it, because we were talking about longevity in crypto and how it's so rare to come across, because every other week you have a new coin coming out with the same play to earn feature, and they got to swap. Play to earn, swap. Play to earn,
Yep.
with a new name and a new face attached to it, and that's it. So these
And
guys
they
are
have
out there
this
doing
is
it.
this is the other thing that people really need to start to understand. It's about branding. It's really about branding. You have to have a solid conceived branded idea that can go out and reach out and touch multiple spaces in the real world.
Yep.
You have to form any successful company in the world has an established brand that people want to be a part of. You know, so when you think of EXOTIX, I want people to start thinking about, you know, what is the EXOTIX lifestyle to you? Because that's what EXOTIX is to us. EXOTIX is going to be, you know, it's family, it's crypto, it's cannabis, it's everything, it's lifestyle. It's going to be a place that people want to be a part of, basically. And a lot of your shit coins out there, like what are you going to do with some of the things that they've had branded? You know, you don't want
Exactly.
I don't want to wear that stuff. I don't want to. It's just it's about quality. And I've said it before. Like EXOTIX is going to be the Gucci. It's going to be the Supreme. And especially once you know, more mainstream things start picking it up and understanding what EXOTIX is, and you know, we're basically primed for, you know, rappers to want to be involved. We're primed for anyone in entertainment or Hollywood to be involved. I mean, I can see it right now. It's going to be EXOTIX. 100%. No doubt in my mind. No doubt in my mind.
100%, man. 100%.
Yeah, and I was saying earlier, Jazz, we're in our own lane. Like we're not worried about any other tokens or like drama or, we're not getting sucked into the BS. We're in our own lane doing our own thing with an awesome team. So, for us, it's like, we're focused on our business and, where we're at in crypto and not working on, trying to get into other communities and, steal their investors or take their money. We're trying to bring new money into the space.
I think from what I've been noticing, I think you guys are doing something way more than that. You guys are reaching out and helping those that needs help as well in the space, whether it may be another dev that have some type of issue. So I mean, on the back end, these guys are doing amazing work, not only with EXOTIX, but the human beings that is behind the leadership that is behind the project says a lot as to where the project is going. And one of the things I noticed about these guys is that they're out there not only focusing on EXOTIX, but they're out there if you need help with anything and they can help you and they can guide you, they will do it. That's one of the things that I noticed. So
it doesn't matter which project, like if it's another dev, like they actually stretch their arm out, man. So
and when I invested,
it's all about karma, guys. It's all about putting out what you want to receive into the world. It really is.
There you go.
That's something that my dad, my father passed away 2 years ago of bladder cancer, and that's something he definitely instilled in me. And it's just, you gotta just be a good person in life. And if you're a good person, so like what I've said in the past, I'm just gonna get personal here. It's I'm always a glass half full kind of guy. Shit's gonna happen in your life. Bad things are gonna come around. But in my experience, if I really look back on those bad experiences, and maybe I'll be at a point in my life, like in time, where I'm just kind of like, oh my God, why is this happening right now? What is going on? But as you move forward and you look back at it, I can always find some kind of a silver lining to it. There's always something good that comes out of it. And if you can be a good human being, basically, you're gonna do great things. Karma is a bitch. That's all I'll say. Karma's a bitch.
Yeah. You don't want to be on the bad end of that track.
And there'll be people that try to take advantage of people, that because also you gotta remain guarded, right? If you're putting yourself out there and helping people, there's those vampires that'll just come and try to suck you dry. That's just what happens. But you just gotta learn to recognize that and just like in crypto, with anything in business and life in general, it's always do your due diligence. And something I ask myself every single day when I wake up or when I think about a situation is through my meditation and stuff that I practice, because I'm a very holistic person. I'm always asking myself, you always got to calm down, take a step back, and just ask yourself this simple question: what does this serve me? And if you can ask yourself, what does this serve me, and get that repetition in your brain, 9 times out of 10, you're going to make the right decision. Wow. It might not be the most easy decision. It might be a really hard decision to make. But, wow. in the last 2 years, just personally, and then, meeting Kyle and getting on this team and starting this, ever since I've really started to ask myself, 2-3 years ago, what does this serve me, and make those hard decisions, I'm now to this point in my life. And man, I feel so blessed every day. So that's just why I love this team. I love this community. I love this. It's a passion. It is 1,000,000% passion for me.
Yeah, me too. I mean, cannabis is my life. Like, I've been in cannabis for 10 years, every day in the industry.
Wow,
and,
Kyle. Oh, snap.
Bringing this to the blockchain, it's like, what I've been doing every day, and then merging it with the other thing I've been doing every day, which is crypto. So it's a complete passion for me. It doesn't feel like work, which, I think our team excels so well.
And Kyle's extremely humble for his accomplishments in the cannabis industry. Like, I mean, just go to this man's LinkedIn. Just he's extremely, extremely humble about it. So.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, I got, for me, it's like, I like doing good work, and I don't have an ego surrounding the work that I do. There's always something to learn. And yeah, for me, I'm all about doing good work. I don't care about, the labels or anything like that.
Wow. and that's gonna come back tenfold for both of you guys, man. I can assure that. Like that is so true what you guys said. And touching on that, I know D Miller, he asked for Rob. He said, like I asked on Twitter, he wanted to know how would you be able to get Snoop or Seth involved? What would be the wow factor for them?
I mean, that
pry in a bit. He's trying to
yeah, go ahead, Kyle. Go ahead, Kyle.
Yeah, we're working on it. You know, for us, it's about being in a position where they want to work with us as well and aren't just taking our money. You know, I see that happen a lot. I worked with Snoop Dogg for 4 years. I helped him launch the Snoop Youth Football League in Colorado and helped him license the Leafs by Snoop deal in Colorado. And the thing was, Snoop,
dang, I didn't know that.
yeah. So
Yeah,
the thing
man.
with Snoop is that, you know, Snoop's all about money, and he is not going to do anything unless he's getting paid a substantial amount of money. So for us, that kind of marketing move and that kind of partnership comes down the line when we have a much larger budget and, you know, NFTs that are released and everything else that, you know, he can see and then go buy with his wallet. That's really the tipping point for us.
And like I said before, what's going to happen? It's the exotics. You got to think branding here. You have to think lifestyle. You have to think, what is exotics going to mean to these people when they really see it solidified, not only on the internet or as, you know, this graphic, but as part of real world industry. Like I'm telling you all right now, when exotics is actually physically involved in the cannabis industry, a niche market that is growing like crazy, that has a very tight-knit community that things throughout it spread like wildfire. When something big comes into the cannabis market, it gets talked about. It gets all over the Facebook forums. It goes viral.
It does.
You know, people.
Wow,
Cannabis is very personal to people. It's a hobby. It's a lifestyle. It's not just like going out and buying a pair of Levi's or something like that. It's an actual lifestyle. Like, people don't buy Levi's because they buy Levi's. Maybe some people do, but not the majority. They go there and they look at jeans. They're like, what's on sale and what fits me right now.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, exactly.
So it's really, and it's also about Miller. It's about planning our long-term catalysts the right way. It's like Kyle said, you know, we get to a point where we're so solidified that they can't help but see us, and it's going to happen. We're going to get to a point where they won't be able to ignore us. They'll see the value that we're bringing. They'll see the quality of our work. And, you know, I really see down the line, they'll be knocking on our door. So that's our, you know, where we're taking the marketing aspect of it. We have to A, watch our marketing dollars, but B, we have to plan the catalysts right. And there's some really big name players that, yeah, we definitely want involved in the exotics brand, but it also makes sense to save, you know, certain heavy hitters and certain catalysts for longer term longevity and growth.
So basically, it's pretty much creating something that everybody want to be a part of.
Exactly.
Okay, you could either, I could attract you for free, or if I'm paying you,
not even for free. We're always, you know, I don't want anyone ever doing anything for free for us. Everyone's time's valuable. You know, time is the most valuable thing someone can give you. So it's just, yeah.
Wow.
Just you proud to have it. You proud to promote it. You proud to be a part of it.
Exactly.
But at the end of the day, if it's something you want to be a part of, yeah, a discount, you know, it works a lot better. You know, it's just the same way, like shielding a project. I shield a project that I'm happy about every day, but, you know, if it's doing a favor, I'll probably shield it one time and just tweet about it one time. But at the end of the day, it's all about, you know, integrity. You know what I mean? Some people just care about making the money, but also, you know, building that foundation, strong foundation where you can continue make money and also build relationships as well. Yeah. And as you talk about brand, that's the thing. I always tell people, I say, well, why'd you got into exotic? I got into exotic because I bought in because of the fact that I saw the brand exotics. I looked at it. I said, man, that's just cool. And I looked at the website. I was like, it's different. I saw
Exactly.
Yeah, I saw a lot of cartoon websites. At that point, I didn't even get a chance to read the white paper at that time. I just bought in. Yeah.
I saw the total supply. I said, "Oh man, and they
Yeah, I
different?
bought
Oh
in.
yeah,
I was like,
I can't
listen,
miss
you
this
know,
one."
we have a gentleman in our chat who I always give a lot of crap. Shout out to MD. I don't know if you're listening, but he's I love our community, man. We have like the biggest group of late night degens on the face of the planet. You come into our Telegram at like 2, 3, 4 in the morning, and I mean it's just like degen paradise. It's these it's hilarious. But Mike, I always give MD a bunch of shit because he totally bought into exotics like just hammered. He didn't know
Dude,
what
he
he
was
was even.
like,
No,
He
he
didn't
was like
even know what he was
14.
doing. And
He
now
was like
he's
14 beer deep. He came into the voice chat and he was hammered, just
oh
like
my God,
gone.
it was hilarious.
14?
Yeah, I love that guy. MD's awesome.
Yeah, so if you're listening, MD, shout out to you, brother. You're a living legend to me in the exotics community because
Yeah,
I
definitely.
can't I laugh every time I think about that night and oh my God, I'll remember it forever.
Yeah,
Yo,
he's a character.
and I see the
He's always
comments.
he's
Got
like,
nothing
you
but
know,
love for y'all, man.
it's funny because he's always joking, you know, he made the best investment of his life by accident when he was totally wasted. Just hilarious.
Yeah, and he'll always say, you know, I'm not going to remember this in the morning.
Yeah.
Wow, and now look how it played off.
Just funny.
But that's what it's about, man. That's what it's about, man. I'm really glad that we get to be here, witnessing the history, so to speak, and seeing this not only come to life, but even seeing the growth behind it, and then touching base with you guys to see from beginning to end, you know. And when I mean end, I don't mean like the end of exotics. I mean end goal. Like I said, okay, you guys are up there now. Even snooping everybody like, oh snap, yo, we need to.
There's no end goal. Yeah, there's no end goal to exotics. There's just not.
Let's think about right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people got into crypto from last year all the way till now, right? During the whole SHIB, you know, craziness, right?
Yep.
There's a lot of people that got into crypto, around that time. But let's think about from then on, let's say around September, June, July, September, all the way till now, right? So it's roughly a little bit less than a year.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if you invested along that year, okay, so that means that you very, very, very new, right? And there's a lot that we don't know about crypto. You have not experienced. You could hear stories, but until you experience it, you really don't know. So when we talking about a long-term hold, we talking about, like you said, the end goal, which is not the end goal, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Think about
the checkpoint, I should say.
Think about a year from now, 2023, at the end of 2023, 2024. You know what I mean? And this is why me personally, I set my portfolio in a way where I have 5 projects that I'm not touching. I care less. If we get an earthquake, we get attacked by aliens, I'm not touching.
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Hey, Bert, aliens are exotic, so they'll be right in with the family.
There you go, right?
We get attacked by aliens. I'm shilling them exotics right off the bat.
Yeah. If for you to be able to get into exotic right now, right? And you see the brand, you see the vision, there's nothing else like it out there in my view. And you see those NFTs was the one that really convinced me to hold that junk, because I'm like, oh man, these guys, what it was is not the fact that it's the quality, right? I'm like, these guys are focused on quality. Look at the quality of these NFTs that really took me,
and
a lot of things
early.
we do,
That's impressive.
A lot. When it comes to numbers, it's all psychological. When it comes to business, it's all psychological. Once you put your emotion into it, it's going to be a problem. You use your psychological aspect to attack people emotionally to make them buy your junk, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you have to have a way to think things through in order for you to be able to benefit from your investment. What's going to prevent you from selling too early? That's by understanding what your money is, what you put your money in, what is it worth? Before it gets to that price, what is it worth? What is the potential here? We understand business, especially for those of us that are in America. We understand how business work exactly. When Rob was talking about branding, yeah, it's all about branding. And the very first thing, why you buy Nike? It's the same people that usually make the other shoes, right? You go buy Nike for $100, but why wouldn't you go to Payless and buy Payless? It's just the name you buying. But when you can put power behind a name, anything could add on from under that on that brand. It'll
Yep.
sell like crazy. It'll have mad value.
100%.
Exactly, man. That's what
Yeah,
people
and
Perfect,
really
man.
need to
Yeah,
understand.
perfectly said.
You know, and hey, there's Zalin. Zalin won our. So we did as part of our community crossovers that we're doing. Shout out to JC if there's any JC people in here, and Lefty and Mike and all of them. We did a cross community ETH giveaway. Well, it was way more than an ETH. But we had the JC community in our Telegram doing stuff, and we had our community in their Telegram doing stuff. It was just awesome, and this is something we're going to be reaching out to other good projects to do as well. Because again, EXOTIX is all about fostering this change. We're going to do what we can to really help change this space. It's really a passion of all of us here. Because again, we've all been investors and we've all seen the crap. But yeah, Zalin, who's always out there shilling for us. I love that guy. He's tagging me on everything, liking everything, doing his thing. I was so happy to see that he won the big bonus round giveaway. How much ETH did he win?
0.75 ETH.
Nice.
Yeah.
Dang,
so he was a big winner.
Nice.
I kind of want to touch on something that Bert was saying, and just harp on the fact that a lot of people in this space don't have an investment strategy. So they get into this and they put money, chasing hype, or they put money into a coin and they literally think that it's going up forever. They're like, someone just sold, but buy the dip, it's going up. A lot of it is flying blind. And, as an investor, you need to find projects, or you should, to add to your portfolio that have long-term value. Like Bert was saying, he has 5 tokens that, he's not going to be selling anytime soon. And EXOTIX is one of those. And what I can say is that, the best advice that I've been given is diversify your portfolio, have short-term investments, have long-term investments, but know exactly when you're going to pull out of each investment. So
always have a strategy.
Kyle,
always.
I'm gonna add one thing to what you just said, and I'm gonna add one thing. This is not me giving you advice to tell you what to do, and this is something that I'm thinking maybe it will resonate with you. So this is the thing. So people say take profit, right? This is I sit back and think about taking profit. Even that, I think there's a certain project you won't even take profit from. I mean?
I totally agree.
Those five, maybe 3 or 5 of those tokens I have in my portfolio, I don't take profit. Let me tell you why. Let's take EXOTIC, for example, right now, right? Depends on the market cap, right? I'm not too sure what the market cap is right now.
We're like 6.5 million right now.
Okay, 6.5 million. The market cap at 10 million right now, 15 million, 20 million. You take profit for about $1,000. I don't know how many token that would be. You take profit for about $1,000 because I need it. When you look back, when they're at $15 million market cap, $20 million market cap, and you see how that many token that you sold,
how much that $1,000 would have been,
how much
worth.
that $1,000 would have worth,
that
I
hurts.
tell you, man, you're gonna bang your head upside the wall,
That
because I've done
hurt.
it before, right? I've done it before. So if you believe a project, that's me. I'm not giving you guys advice. If you believe a project has the potential to grow 20 million, 30 million, 40 million, 50 million, it's a dumb move to take profit from that project. You have to have a project or a couple projects that these are my take profits project. Diversification is very important, guys. It's not just because you do that system. Kyle you have to develop your own system. This is my system. Kyle has his own, Rob has his own, and Jazz has his own. But what people are doing right now is that they're selling themselves to communities instead of really having an investor mindset,
an objective mindset about what they're doing with these.
So now, when you're a community-driven person, what you're doing is, let's say EXOTIC have a dip, right? Instead of taking the opportunity, because you've studied EXOTIC, instead of buying into the dip, if you can, what you tend to do, in most cases, you're either gonna sell at a loss because you got another project, okay, a little anime that's gonna come out, and you thinking that I want to get in early, you're gonna sell your bag and then jump ship, right? And then that cartoon, most likely, in most cases, probably going rug pull, or you're gonna probably see that pump. You didn't get in early enough because you buy at all-time high, and then you see that dump, and then you're looking at whatever you put in is going down, right? When you could have just
Very
stayed in
common
the
for that.
project because you know about it. Once you have that strategy, you know, listen, man, if I lose money off this because I took a little profit, that's okay. I have that token for that. So but just stay away from just being that, you know, I call them gang members.
Yeah.
Just,
That's what I was trying to say, Bert. Exactly. You hit the nail on the head there.
Yeah, or something that I tell people in some of my streams. I'll tell them, if you're gonna buy into a project and you believe in it, but you still want to take profits, what you should probably do, not financial advice. What I would do, that's what I'll say to be clear. What I would do, I'll buy probably more than enough tokens of what I would want, because I always tell people, kind of have a price in mind about like, okay, how much would I like to make down the road on so and so project. And then count how many tokens you would probably need right now to reach that goal. If it hits X amount of zeros, buy more than what you need of that. So whatever profits you take, it is the excess fat, but your original bet that you really wanted to have, that stays like untouched. Yep. If they can afford it, you know, if they have the extra money.
Yeah, and let's not forget that we offer 3% reflections too. So
yeah, and those 3%.
You're invested into an actual company that has actual real long-term and real world use case. And I mean, once we solidify ourselves, like I said, in the real world, and we really start going, you know, I'm totally cool with EXOTIX just being a nice slow roll to the top. I honestly don't like projects that get these gigantic pumps and these gigantic crashes. Like
you know a crash is gonna come.
I'd much rather have a nice stable chart, get your good consolidations.
Absolutely.
You know, weed out the people that want to take profits, or that you know, are all the win Lambos kind of people and just can't hack it. Because they'll buy back in later. I mean, look at all those people that got wrecked at the start of our project. Look at them.
Yeah.
Those were all the people that were in Telegram asking, when's the marketing? When's this? When's that? When's this? And
I guess it was the people that might have been in this part, right?
Yep. Yeah, man.
In here, when it dumped down here.
These people just, it's the culture and where the space is right now as far as thought process. And it really needs to start changing. And it will. It's going to start changing, because you're not going to be able to survive here in the very near future if you don't change that mindset.
Yeah,
you're going to lose your shirt. You're going to absolutely lose your shirt.
Yeah, and I said this earlier on the show when Bert wasn't here, but I don't even check the chart. You know, I am confident that what we're doing, you know, as of right now, the chart is whatever. We have so many catalysts that are going to make this chart explode.
I don't even know how to use Dex 2, Kai. You talk,
man. I'm just
that's how much I don't.
I found out the other day for one of my subscribers, I could change it and go to Binance. I was like, what? That exists?
Yeah, and you know, a lot of people don't know, like EXOTIX right now, we're waiting on CoinGecko, which they've been a royal pain, but we're tracked on crypto.com, we're tracked on coinbase.com, we're tracked on CoinMarketCap, and we're tracked on a few others. So if you go on Coinbase, you can find EXOTIX and see the price and track it as well.
Yeah. And everybody listening, if you haven't today, I'm putting out the daily message here. Go to CMC and upvote us and comment as bullish. Let's go. Let's effing grow.
Do it, guys.
That's our tagline. Let's effing grow.
And that's another thing too. Okay, a lot of these devs are holders. A lot of them, you know, whatever project that you support, right? You love EXOTIX. You should ask yourself, what can I do? You know what I mean? Because people are thinking to themselves, I'm just gonna hold this token in my wallet and ask when Limbo. And this is yeah, but all of us, because these projects are community-based projects, right? All of us have to be willing to play a part, because if the price dip and you feel like you should be asking why the prices dip, before you do that, you should ask yourself, what role did I play to qualify me to even ask? Because did I do anything? Well,
right here,
it's
guys,
dipping because you didn't. Part of
Love
the
you,
reason,
Jazzy.
Part of the reason why it did.
Right here, you see it? Post.
Now you got to scroll down and thumbs up it, brother.
Oh, let's get it. You guide me, guys. I'm on the site.
Right there.
Oh,
The
here
good.
we go.
Right now.
Gotta go good. This is what everyone. We're giving you a tutorial now on everyone what to do daily on CMC here.
On CoinMarketCap, go to EXOTIX. They're already pulled up on there. Right over here to the right-hand side, sign into your login if you don't have one. Click bullish. Type in let's beep and grow LFG. Scroll down and then hit them with that thumbs up right here. Your vote is for 24 hours. That means if you're still feeling bullish the next day, come right back if you got that extra minute to spare. It took me about 30 seconds to do this, guys. And just something as little as that helps to contribute to the growth of this community, guys.
Exactly.
Just
Next
like that.
thing you know, boom.
If we had 2,000, people doing that a day,
oh my god,
we would be trending every day. That's this. I mean, people really need to understand this. Like, it does not take hardly any effort as a community to actually like exponentially grow your bag.
Yeah.
What do you want to do for your financial freedom in the future, guys? It's like, you know, Kyle, me, Nick, the whole team, we're over here busting our asses every day. Just 30 seconds. Just go and hit a thumbs up button on a damn screen. That's it. That's really it.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna keep that in mind. I didn't even know until you brought up. Like, oh, let me pull it up myself and try that. Let me see. Yeah. So there you go, guys. That's just a method like that. Like you said, 2,000 people doing the same thing every day. Imagine that alone will do some crazy damage.
2,000 people searching us on Dex tools to trend us. Like, it's just, it can be great. It's crazy. And here's the thing: as we grow organically, like when you were looking at the buys there, Jazz, I was looking at the buys. It's like I love seeing all those little buys come in and pump us.
They all add up,
when you look at that last run up we had, you know, it was lots of little buys coming in, that whole green wall we had pumping us. It's lots of this is what I love. This is why we say at EXOTIX, like EXOTIX is for the people. I've never seen a project that has grown like this. I really haven't. I've been in a lot of projects, a lot. I've never seen a project with our wallet distribution. I've never seen a project with these small buys that have just really skyrocketed us. It's great. I love it.
Went, man. Just knock from the threes and it more than 2x or so, about 2x.
Yeah, we almost got to 7.5.
Yeah, I mean, we had someone dump on us too.
Right
we knew who it was. We are actually really glad that he got out. So with that said,
it's a good thing it's a good thing for everyone in the community that guy's gone.
Yeah,
it didn't even do a significant damage to your chart either. It just
but he's also a person that's very very ignorant to the space, and he probably thought he's like going to destroy us and doesn't even understand what market cap means.
He was in over his head pretty much. Like, I got this much money on exactly. I'm gonna see what they, and it just caused that minor little dent. And it's already being buffed out.
This is why it's important, man, to build connection and talk to people. You know, like if you in the team, you could do something. If you in the chat, you know, you could do something. You could ask questions, have a little conversation, and because it allows you to know a lot of the stuff that's going on the back end. You know what I mean? Because when the more you know, the better. You know, the more you know what's really going on, like how connected everybody is. You know, some of the people that are the evil doers in the space. There's really people out here that's really out there just destroying projects just for the heck of it. You know, it's crazy on the back end. So
and I'll tell you, you know, Kyle will say the same thing. You know, we are not going to. We are here for our community. Like, I don't care what happens. We're not going to let somebody destroy this project for
no way.
For
no
99 for the 99.9% of the people in this. So, I just want everybody to know that. Like, do not come to EXOTIX if you think that you're going to get away with destroying it, because it's just not going to happen. We've been in this space too long. We've been in this space too long, guys. We've seen too much shit happen. It's not going to fly here.
Yep. No way.
100%, man. 100%, man. So, guys, any last questions anybody wants to ask the EXOTIX dev team, because these guys are hard at work, man.
I'm actually coming down with a cold here today. I'm feeling like crap, but
oh shoot,
man,
sorry to hear that, Rob.
Man,
Getting
Probably
some
some
kind of
rest, man.
I'm getting a sinus infection or something. Yeah, it's from all my not sleeping. I can tell you that
Yeah.
already.
Yeah, and I'm sure it's colder up there too. So those two factors alone probably contributing to that.
So,
Yeah,
Kyle,
I'm ready for my northern Michigan summers already. I can't wait.
So, Kyle, what we talked about, I guess we'll do it after the show, right? We got to set that up.
After the show.
Okay.
Let's get it.
You got any more questions for me, Bert?
After the show is the after party. Y'all remember that?
After party.
Bert's getting out his mimosa.
Hey man, y'all don't know. But no, I don't have any. Well, I except for the date. Well, we could set up for the date, man. You already know. Know. Set up for a day so we can get this all together.
Yeah, we want to do an AMA on your show too, Bert. I think we want to do it with JC too if we can.
Yeah. So JC, for those of you that know JC, so we're gonna set something up. Guys, man, for those of you that don't subscribe, I would highly advise that you subscribe to this channel, Jazz's channel.
Thank you so much, man. Yep.
Subscribe to my channel. We got so many things Mr. Listen, I don't even we got so many things coming. Okay. Everything that Exotic is doing, we're gonna support 110%.
100%.
And on top of that, there's so many things coming, man. Like, I don't think there's any other YouTuber that's gonna be able to keep up. Mark my words. So subscribe, man, and stay up to it. You know what I mean? And
appreciate that, man.
You know,
it's gonna be hilarious when all these, again, Bert, and Jazz too. You guys have shown us nothing but love, and you guys were the first to actually embrace us and really see our vision and what we're doing. And I'm gonna say it right now, all these other personalities out there, they're just money grabbing snakes. That's all there is to it. And I'm gonna be laughing so hard. When they're knocking on Exotic's doors because of the stuff that they in their ignorance. It's gonna be hilarious.
Exactly, man. Exactly.
Oh yeah. Well, what goes around comes back around,
Yep.
What goes around.
Sometimes in full force,
The money you could make right now, man. I'll tell you guys, man. I'm like, listen, there's so much money in crypto right now, man. Like, y'all just don't. I don't know how to tell people, right? But the real money comes from the connection that you built. You don't have to be a YouTuber. If you got Twitter, man, focus on communicate, build some connections, right? Build some connection. Just you shilling this project. Like, if you believe in it, it's legit, the devs or docs, shill the heck out the project, man. Like, get your people, tag some people, what I mean? Build some connection in the space with some real people that's in the space doing something. That's in the long run, this is gonna pay you so much more than you would could ever imagine.
Absolutely. Well, and up until this point, I mean, there's not been many projects that try to do legitimate things in the real world with a crypto business. It's been kind of like a gimmick, and they launch projects knowing that it's
new picture. Yeah.
So, like,
well, folks, I'm excited, man. I know Bert's excited too, man. I know Rob and Kyle have been working effortlessly, man. These guys ain't even, man. Rob coming down with a cold because he's been working too hard, man. His body's telling him, Rob, we gotta slow down, bud. We gotta slow. I'm telling you,
I haven't even been getting to the gym. Like, I've been totally like I was saying the other night. I'm like, man, I got to get back to some self-love and some self-care, because this is. I love EXOTIX. I love EXOTIX. I love everything about it. I love what I'm doing, but man, I gotta find that work-life balance again. But I know, as you're starting something off, man, it's ride or die. So
I hear you, man. I've been slacking too. I've been just focused on YouTube. I hear you, man.
Yeah, crap. I'm usually 175. I'm down to like 164 right now. So
oh wow.
I'm like, yeah, wow. Man. I've really, and it's not fat with me. It's water weight and muscle mass, but I'm cursed with that metabolism. That's like, I got to keep at it to do it. But man, I got to get those endorphins going again, boys. Let's go.
Man. So 1968 want me to say I'm not your daddy. I'm not your daddy. I'm not your daddy. Do your own research. What I look like.
And
You
with
know?
that being said, folks, guys, show some love to the EXOTIX token, man. I got the link for them right in the description of this video. Show some love to Bert,
One
Mr.
last
Bert Official. Get it,
one
Rob?
last thing too. Shout out to Serenity, to JC, to Yeti, RM
Yes.
Docs. Shout out to
Shout out.
RM Docs too. I've talked to those guys. You know, there's good projects out there, guys. Find them and support them. I don't even care if it's EXOTIX. I don't care. Just put your money in good projects. Let's start supporting good projects, and let's get away from the shit that's going on. Over and out.
Ooh. Yes,
Take
sir.
care, guys. Take care.
Guys, hit that
Yep.
like and subscribe. Show love, man. You're going to be seeing these faces again probably next time on Bert's show. All right,
Yes.
guys? So you don't want to miss that, man. A lot of stuff in store. Thank you for tuning in, guys. I'm Jazz Royce, and I will catch each and every one of you guys at the top.